The Ramsey School District has long prided itself on preparing students for not just the modern world, but the world of the future. Soon after adopting the profile of a Ramsey Graduate, which identified the top competencies that our school community named as important for a Ramsey student to possess upon graduation, the district set out to design profile projects to serve as capstone assessments at each culminating grade. Our goal was to align these cornerstone assessments with the profile competencies to provide students the opportunity to work towards these explicit and ambitious goals. We wanted to ensure the profile became something more than just a poster that hangs on the wall. At the high school, the Grade 12 Profile Project is embedded in newly designed profile courses. Panelists hear each student's defense, engage the student in a period of question and answer, deliberate, and then meet with the student afterwards to offer feedback. Beginning in the 2021-22 school year, every graduating senior will complete a profile project and a defense of learning. This will serve as a fitting culmination of their pre-K through 12 experience and prepare them for success after graduation. We are very proud of these defenses and believe it is something that truly sets Ramsey apart from other schools.
Enough that this course was the first half, so for most of it I did not have any after school stuff going on, and I was very flexible. But one of the things I learned, and once I do start getting busier with sports and college and everything like that, then I know this is going to be a big thing for me to work on. So I was lucky enough to be very flexible and give them any time, any date they needed, but I definitely learned that that is going to be a struggle as I'm older.
Definitely just totally helped me with my communication, my responsibility, all the creativity skills that I'll be presenting later on. And when I get into later times in my life, I'll definitely come across more interview type.
So the purpose. Why I wanted to really create this podcast was that when I was going through the process of picking my school to further my education and play basketball, and I chose, after 25 years of being in business schools, had touched base. I went on about 8 to 10 visits and was given about 10 to 15 opportunities to play at those schools. So when going through the process, I was looking around, kind of looking for something to get a gauge of what the life is on campus, what the teammates look like, what the coaches do, and everything like that.
Something that I think that you all will find as interesting as I did. When looking at statistics for colleges, if there's a low percentage of sexual assault reports, that's actually extremely counterintuitive, and here's why. If there's a very low number of reports, that just kind of overall means that the students there or maybe don't feel comfortable enough sharing their story or don't have the just ability.
I actually posted this on the Schoology to show what a conversation would be like, but in a much casual environment as opposed to the rigid video.
What was that process like, and then how did you actually execute and get to the point where you could see these changes coming?
Yeah, so for the first interview, I was definitely going in with that mindset blindly. I did not really, we had a time for a week set up, we had a date, I was ready that day.
Believe in yourself, and Ramsey's a great place because nobody really does beat you down if you do something. If you try something new, they're always going to look forward to it, and I average about 100 views per listen per podcast, so people do listen. Thank you.
Glenn, were there any opportunities throughout the process where you think your critical thinking skills were harnessed or improved?
Yeah, I'd say if we go back to, we didn't have that, okay, never mind. Critical thinking, yeah, I'd say I definitely had to think more, how do I gauge the audience to really want to listen to it? Because podcasts for 18 to 15-year-olds aren't necessarily the most intriguing, because everyone's invested in the Netflix, Hulu, or YouTube.
For centuries, it has been common practice for someone earning a doctoral degree to be required to defend their dissertation in front of a panel. Other types of defenses in higher education have included oral examinations and defenses of theses. This practice is less common and in fact very rare in high schools. However, completing a senior project and defending the learning associated with it is now something that over 100 Ramsey High School graduates from the class of 2021 have achieved.